ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people of the Crasher community? How are you guys doing today? We're back with a new video on the channel. Thank you very much for tuning on in, you absolute legends. And guys, it has just been an absolutely crazy period of just news after news after news, topic after topic after topic, and it seems like that the flood of news is just not stopping anytime soon. So I hope that you guys have been enjoying the frequency of uploads on the channel, and I'd like to apologize if it slightly inflates your guys' sub boxes here, but I digress because we have ourselves another video on YouTube. YouTube responds to mass channel bans and moderation concerns. Let's get into this. YouTube has responded to a mass wave of channel deletions as YouTubers have lost their content without warning, believing they've been wrongfully terminated. When it comes to making content on YouTube, there are plenty of rules and guidelines creators have to follow in order to stay active. If you fall foul of these rules, you'll typically receive a set of strikes before your channel is taken down. And that right there, typically speaking, is how it should go. If you mess up on something, you should be notified of said mess up and have a chance to either rectify the mess up or pay for the consequences if you are genuinely in the wrong. That would be in the form of a channel strike. However, when you lose your whole ass channel with 0 strikes and 0 explanation as to why that is, this is why, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, people have issues right now. But let's keep going here. At the start of November, tech YouTuber Enderman sounded the alarm as a number of their YouTube channels had been terminated. The tech creator claimed that the channels had been wrongfully terminated after it was revealed that the reason behind the takedown was for 3 copyright strikes on a non-English speaking channel. And that right there was where it made things just incredibly weird and made no sense at all. The YouTuber said they possessed no knowledge of the account in question, but they weren't the only ones. Other creators suffered similar takedowns that came out of the blue, demanding answers from YouTube about automatic moderation and the use of AI. And see, once again, this right here is another reminder that AI, ever since its implementation on the site, it has caused a numerous amount of issues. Like, when you have an over-reliance on AI to the point where channels just fucking get terminated out of nowhere, like, anybody would understand that, yes, this is a problem that we should fix. On November 13th, the Google-owned platform cleared a few things up with a lengthy announcement. Ooh, this gonna be good. We're seeing a lot of questions tagging Team YouTube and YouTube Liaison on social media about our content moderation systems and automation. This past week, Team YouTube worked with our trust and safety team to review hundreds of social posts and corresponding YouTube channels outside of our typical workflows, they said. The vast majority of termination decisions were upheld, with only a handful of nuanced cases being overturned. We also confirmed that there were no bugs or known issues with our systems. We did see screenshots of an old help center message circulating on social. This was related to an old issue resolved October 4th, 2024, not any current issue. You want to say that you don't have any bugs or known issues? If that is the case, why are seemingly countless creators losing their channels just completely left field? Can you explain that part there? Like, YouTube doesn't exactly have, I would say, a polished history when it comes to honesty and transparency. Like, here's the thing. Like, there is a lot of evidence going around. Channels left and right being terminated. You have YouTubers like myself, Deep Humor, and other creators that are showcasing these issues with evidence, calling this shit out, and, like, what? Their response is basically, like, we confirm that there's no bugs or known issues. If that ain't a fucking load of crock, I don't know what is. YouTube noted that a number of the channels that had their bans upheld were typically uploading low-value or misleading content. They also confirmed that they use a mix of automation and human review and have done for many years. Okay, so now we're talking about them upholding their, bans of low value and misleading content. Well, how about you divulge a little bit more into those claims right there so we can understand what you're saying a little bit better? Because what do you mean when you say low value content? Like, that right there also, like, is especially a standout. Like, I can understand misleading content, content that is false, it is dishonest, it's scam. Yeah, that type of content really shouldn't exist on the platform, but when we're talking about low value here, I mean, is this like a subjective sort of thing where it's like, just because there's content that you don't like, you're going to call it low value? Or are we talking about genuine low value content, i.e. AI slop channels that steal tens of thousands to the millions of subscribers and views away from genuine creators that are organic, authentic, and bust their fucking asses just to make a video for their channel, and if they're lucky, maybe, just maybe, get like 10% of their subscribers notified and watch the video. That's also another big issue that has been ongoing for countless amount of time, would be the fact that notifications is still not working correctly. There are a lot of people that have lost views. There are a lot of people that have their videos that don't have any restrictions to them somehow being obfuscated because of restricted mode. That's also another big issue that we still got to have a little talk about there, YouTube. So there's a lot of issues, and dare I say even contradictions, when it comes to their response in all of this, because they want to talk about low value content, yet some of the trending content, some of the highest rising channels that are getting all of these views and all these subs come from AI, which is low value, objectively speaking. We use automation to catch harmful content quickly and accurately. That's a little bit of a bullshit statement right there, but anyways. But humans are just as critical for reviewing nuance and training those automated systems. Humans are also very critical when it comes to getting straight up answers and more of an honest and accurate review if there is an issue. Because you can actually talk to that person, but when it comes to AI, nah, not so much. Not so much when it comes to success. Not so much when it comes to trying to break through to a solution. It will always be a team effort, they added. YouTube also said they review one appeal per channel, and repeatedly applying against that will see creators pointed back to their original email. It won't hurry anything along. Now, I don't have anything to say in response to that last bit right there that I had quoted, but I just want to say this to you, YouTube. Like, you want to try and say that there's no bugs or no known issues when it comes to this ordeal, yet how come there are posts from various amounts of YouTubers? How come there are multiple articles talking about this? Like, here's the thing, like, you can't just deny the shit that's going on and pretend like everything is fine. Like, this is real people that are genuinely being negatively impacted by your negligence. You say you want to hear us, you say that you hear us, but you ain't fucking listening. So all in all, I think that this right here was an absolute terrible response from YouTube. No doubt about it. Like, this is also not just terrible, not just very vague and very dishonest and contradictory in a lot of cases, but it's also insulting too. Like, we ain't stupid, okay? We ain't special with the capital R. We know what's going on, okay? How about try to have a little bit of respect when it comes to our intelligence instead of trying to disrespect our intelligence? Because the only ones that are being special with the capital R in this case, YouTube, would be your fucking selves. Like, I'm sorry, but I am so damn passionate and so pissed off at the same time about this topic here, because this is something, right, that a lot of people are at risk of just losing just right from the jump. And it's like YouTube doesn't want to fucking acknowledge that these right here are issues ongoing, and they want to chalk it up to them saying that, oh, there's no bugs, there's no issues. It's like, bullshit, there aren't any issues. You have people that are losing their livelihoods because of these mistakes that you refuse to acknowledge. Like, seriously, guys, just imagine for a moment, okay? Imagine if you are at a job, alright? You're at a job, you're working, you know, you're in line with the rules, you're not doing anything wrong, and then unceremoniously, you end up losing your job, just for no reason, and management says, oh, there's, you know, no issues, or this, that, or, you know, try to find a way to lie about you, you know what I'm saying? Like, accuse you of something you didn't do, or lie about you in some way where it's not representative of the reality of that situation, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this right here is a very similar type of case where people are not, you know, doing anything wrong. They're not violating any rules, and yet somehow, some way, they end up losing their channel just out of nowhere. No strikes, no warnings, no heads up if they did anything wrong. Like, I don't get it, YouTube. But anyways, guys, that's it here for the video. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I always love to hear back from you guys, regardless of whether you guys agree or disagree with me. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people, and take care.